Hi, my name is Jennifer and I'm a licensed real estate broker. So, I will be discussing about the DAR clearance. Ang DAR clearance ay necessary to get the title or to have the title transferred. It is required by the Register of Deeds or by the LRA. So, ang mga requirements ay dalawa, both from the buyer and the seller end. So, it is very important for you to know that if a land is agricultural lot and if it's, especially if it's more than 1,000 square meter, that you will be needing this DAR clearance, and that what makes the title transfer longer. Actually, it would only take 20 days, but the requirements needing for the transfer would take longer, especially if you have already paid the seller and they are not cooperating in providing those requirements. The requirements, both the seller and the buyer, is the application for DAR clearance, which you can download online. And in this document, it needs the signature of both the seller and the buyer, and it needs to be notarized. Then next is the 2,000 fee for the DAR clearance, which will be asked from you once the examiner will see that you have already completed the requirements, or the requirements that you brought is already enough. So this is the necessary requirements from the seller. The seller side needs to provide a barangay certificate signed by the barangay captain or the BARC chairman that the land is not is whether the land is tenanted or not tenanted, that there is no premature conversion of the land, and that there is no conflict involving the land. That's from the seller. Then they will also need an affidavit of aggregate landholdings, then certificate from the municipal assessors, municipal or city assessors of aggregate landholdings, certificate from the provincial assessors of the aggregate landholdings of the seller. That's the province where the property is located. And the third one is the certificate of aggregate landholdings of the seller from the address stated in the deed of absolute sale. Like for example, the property is located in Pangasinan and the address is in Metro Manila or in Quezon City. The seller needs a Quezon City assessor's certificate of aggregate land holdings. Then from the buyer, the same thing. They would need a certificate of aggregate land holdings from the municipal office or the city assessor's office of the property location, then the provincial assessors of the property, and the address stated in the deed of absolute sale. That's from the buyer. And of course, the affidavit of aggregate land holdings, both the husband and wife buyer. So far, you will also be needing to submit the instrument, the transfer instrument, the deed of donation, deed of sale, and also the certified true copy of the title and the tax declaration if there's no title. So please prepare all those stuff, because usually the DAR office is located far from the location of the property, or not all city has a DAR office. It's usually in the region. So thank you and have a good day. I'm going to put in the comments all the requirements.